Hi everyone, it's Linda G coming to you from sunny Northern California. Not too hot today. It was hotter the past couple of days. So life is good. Everybody sent me some wonderful questions. Okay, so let's start off here. This is a good question. Hey Linda, hope you're doing okay. Everything worked out. Yes, it did. Thank you. My question is, will the Republicans suffer in the midterms for blocking the bill for veterans benefits? And they did that, by the way, for political reasons. Had nothing to do with that they didn't believe in the bill because they had got voted yes on it for a landslide, and then it had to go back for something. Then they got mad about what Manchin's doing. That whole thing with Manchin was a trip. So we have some stuff to look at, okay? So will the Republicans pay? I almost felt it was just like Roe versus Wade, because right now a lot of military are furious. Did you guys see John Stewart? Oh my God. Yeah, it wasn't right because they had already said yes. A lot of people had gathered for the celebration because they thought for sure it would go through, no trouble. And then when they fist bump, when Cruz and that other guy fist bump, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's bad news for them. Oh my God, they're gonna get. I'm telling you, Cruz isn't gonna win again. I just heard that as clear as day. Thank you. But will they suffer for this? Yes, they will suffer. They're going to try to backtrack on it. Somebody said they were going to bring it up again. I think it was Schumer. Let's check it out, you guys. Idiots. I just heard the word idiot. Now, normally the spiritual people wouldn't talk like that. So I might be hearing the words that humans are saying about that. That was a stupid move on their part. I think even McConnell knows it's a stupid move. McConnell's so worried. Oh my God. He knows for sure Fetterman's going to win. He knows for sure Herschel Walker is definitely going to lose. He knows for sure. Who else are you looking at? I think Kelly is still going to take Arizona. And is Oz running against Fetterman? And who, I just feel like these people that are pro-Trump aren't going to make it through. It's just that if they keep talking about the lie, it's a turnoff. People are done with that. So let's check it out. Will it hurt the Republicans? Just give it to us straight. Yeah, it takes away their power. It makes them have to lay in waiting. It's going to cause great heartache for them. And the cup is upside down. Okay? So, yeah, it's going to be, I told you guys, I've been telling you guys that the repubes weren't going to win until they start changing their attitude. They're going to have to come out of this because it's bad for them. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the judgment. Judgment will come. And the tower. This is going to be even worse than they thought. You get the vets against you. It's bad. You know, even the vets weren't even caring about as much about Roe versus Wade, but now they're telling women what to do. They want to go against gays, and they want the vets, like they were using them as a ploy. So let me look. Will Schumer bring this up again, and will it pass? A lot of stuff's going to pass after January. A lot of stuff is going to pass in January. Will Schumer bring this bill up again, and will it pass? There's a whole bunch of stuff getting ready to pass. Ooh, I can see McConnell all pissed off. So he'll try to bring it in, sort of like with the power behind him. arrows, which means swiftness, quicklet. Okay, so there's some Republicans that may have said no and then realized they were hurting themselves. Okay, the cycle changes. Oh, sorry. Um, People are throwing money at this too. Get this done. Ace of Swords, the Chariot. I would say absolutely they put it through again and it passes. And there's a particular Republican woman that's going to sort of like say, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Somebody's going to be really. Did Liz Cheney vote in? I got to look that up. I got to call my girlfriend that knows everything about politics and ask her if Liz Cheney actually voted against this. Can't believe she would do that. But it feels like they all try to make a point and they hurt themselves in that point. They really did. My ex-husband, my first husband, Charlie, he used to tell a story about his dad coming home drunk, deciding that everybody had to go fishing. So he'd put the boys there all tired. They didn't want to go. It's middle of the night. We're going fishing. He'd driving it by. You couldn't ask him to stop so you could pee. No, sorry. So one of the boys had to pee really bad. And the father threw a cup to him. So he peed in the cup. He handed the cup back to the father. Father rolled down the window and threw out, because he was going to save time, threw the pee out the window. But the thing is, when a car's driving, the force of the wind brought the pee right back in his face. And that's what's happening to the repubes. The pee's coming right back in their face. So there you go. I love it. This is going to pass. They're all even rushing around. So I just feel they know that they blew it. They know they blew it. Like I told you guys, Trump even said before Roe versus Wade got voted out by the Supreme Court, he had a bad feeling about it. He told them, not that he's psychic, makeup. He said, I don't know if this goes through, this may hurt us. Duh. Okay. So yes, I'm very happy to tell you, Christine, that the repubes will definitely suffer. Okay, so a lot of them. So Melinda even asked right below her, "Will it cost them seats?" Hell yeah, it's going to cost. You won't believe how many people are going to get voted out. Okay, Sharon wrote me a real good question. She said, "I'm curious how DeJoy can still be running the post office. I thought once more Democrats were put on board that they had the power to vote him out of position. Confused and concerned." Well, let me tell you something. Listen, some of you guys have written me checks. This one girl wrote me today. I think she sent it on the 21st. I just called Sedona. I sent them a check on July 11th, and they're acting like, where is it? I'm not getting the checks people are sending in the mail. So something's going on with the mail system. But let me tell you about DeJoy. Apparently, this president, our President Biden, has signed some executive orders to sort of take the powers away from DeJoy, or there's something he's doing there to make sure. I'll have to look it up, but I swear to you, there was some executive order that he did to kind of make it so DeJoy couldn't create chaos. Then the other thing is, if I understand right, because I kept, I'm not good with dates. I see DeJoy leaving, but I could have swore I thought it was going to be around December. And I don't know where I got that month from. I'm almost feeling like somebody else gets sworn in December. That's what I got, but we'll see. But he's definitely going. I don't want you to worry about it. But they've already set up something. So, sorry, you guys. My TV's on. You can see the light up there. Sorry about that. Oh, it's so nice to have my house back to myself. I just love it, you guys. I've got so much room now. I have places I can put things. Oh my God. Okay, this is a good one. Catherine said, will the big energy bill that Manchin finally agreed to get passed and signed by, will it get passed and be signed by Biden? The big energy bill. Ooh, yeah. So was that a setup with Manchin? No, it wasn't a setup. Some people were talking to Manchin and saying, dude, you're blowing it. And wasn't there some big event that happened in West Virginia? A lot of people died, some big flooding or something. Something kind of changed his mind. He's made plenty of money off the coal people. But I feel like him and Schumer sort of were talking under the table. He didn't want anything announced. He didn't want to be bugged. So let's see if it passed, because we still haven't heard from the female yet. Cinnamon or whatever her name is. Will this energy bill that Schumer and Manchin worked on? Oh, I saw on Twitter he was trying to say that this bill was from everybody, you know, even though Republicans aren't going to vote for it. But this bill was from everybody and everybody's right. Why don't you just give the credit? It's a Democrat bill. Give the credit where credit is due. I mean, these guys threw a fit, like, how dare you do this bill? In the meantime, we had to put up with their president who gave nothing but pay raises to the wealthy. And we want, oh yeah, we better just shut up. We can't complain. He's president. Get over it. So tell me about the big energy bill. Will that pass? Okay, will it pass the big energy bill? Please give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. No, people are toasting each other. New beginnings. I would say it's going to. Somebody's going to complain about the costs. Somebody's over there trying to act like it's their money. But it's saving the world. The outcome is strength. But the hermit means there might be a little bit of upset, but it's going to pass. And the hermit is the September card. So FYI, it's going to pass. I don't want you guys to worry about that. Okay, love and light to you. Lisa's from Lisa. People on fixed incomes are really struggling now. They're having to choose rent over food or even gas over food. Is there going to be any assistance coming for food? Assistance like there was when the pandemic started. Fresh vegetables, meats, milk, all going up. Will there be assistance? Well, if you're in California, they're already starting about cutting checks again for everybody. I don't know what probably for lower income, but they're talking about cutting checks because so many people had struggled. I see Biden presenting a check to the nation, but this might be, you know, after January. We need money now. Will there be more assistance for everybody? Yeah, people are really struggling. I would say yes, girlfriend. They might even be talking about it in August. Some communication, some hope. Don't give up hope. And prices are going down. Some guy on Twitter was talking about he went to go anywhere from September to November, okay? Between August and November, sorry. He was talking about that a lot of things are going down. He's a builder. And they haven't gone down like this, 50%. And as you know, the stock market, which doesn't determine, you know, us, but Jesus, gone up like 600 points, is back up to 32. And millions are working. And so it's starting to get better. It's starting to get better. We're at a stalemate with housing, but that's because people are complaining about 5.7% interest. And my first house was like 11%. Anyway, what's interesting is a woman holding money. I wonder what that means. What does that mean? A woman holding, might be the vice president. Like he makes her in charge of how they're going to do this money thing and help American people of low income. Not everybody's going to get it. I do see more food banks coming out too. There are food banks, but I see more food being donated. Okay. So I'm going to pray for you and make sure you're okay. And to all the families that have issues with food, please bring in all the food they need. We ask in the most benevolent. We ask for the most benevolent outcome, that all humans on earth do not go hungry. Okay, so monkeypox. Cases are starting to decline. People are suffering, and I'm hoping that they aren't ostracized, because it's almost like HIV. This is Catherine. I know a lot of it is sexual transmission. What's going to happen with the monkeypox? I was just watching the news about it. What, more dangerous weather coming? You guys, I'm telling you. Holy cow. Virginia is, oh my God, Virginia and Kentucky have had terrible, terrible flooding. I told you guys, that's all I saw was flooding, hurricanes, fires. By the way, the Yosemite fire is like 98% contained. Monkeypox, tell me about monkeypox. Tell me about monkeypox. Coming out of it, this is reverse. So everybody was worried about, it's about ready to pass, okay? Working away, they're working away. I do see a lot of vaccines, a lot of education on it. Some states will take it, some states will ignore it, but it's not Armageddon, you guys. It's not going to be a pandemic. It's ending its battle. It's I don't know what's going on here. Maybe people know better or they're being more careful, but it's ending its battle. Did you hear another vaccine is coming out by September for people over 50? And I'll take it, by the way. Hi, Linda. What? What is this? Can you look up, this is Mitsu. Can you look up into New York telling residents to pack a go bag? What is going on? They had the nuclear PSA, now this. Do you see anything happening to New York or the East Coast? No, is it Rocket Man that's doing this? Russia would probably hit the West Coast. I don't see it. Let me just double check. I see weather related stuff happening. I don't see, you know, Armageddon because of nuclear. Plus, my guides and the ET said they wouldn't allow it. So, yeah, strength in New York celebration. New York's going to get a little bit of a break. You know, you guys have had a lot of stuff happening. There's someone evil that's talking trash, but he doesn't go through with it. Someone evil talking trash, but he doesn't go through with it. I wonder if that's Rocket Man. Anyway, right now it's looking, New York, don't worry. You guys, be careful about jumping and being afraid right away. Because, you know, I just went through being afraid because so-and-so threatened me, you know. You better be afraid. You better be very afraid. And it's not a positive thing for you, because I actually was like, what? Is that a threat? No, it's not a threat. It's a promise. And it causes a sort of an influx of those feelings I used to have as a child. I don't like it. And you know what? I announced out loud that I reject that. And I'm not going to go there. And boy, oh boy, things just worked out. Okay. Tony, Tony is asking, will Social Security recipients be getting a raise other than the normal COL? Well, the COL coming this next year is going to be better than a 2%. But other raises won't happen into the new administration. Sorry about that. Until January or maybe even towards right before 2024. Uh, okay, so more veteran things that I've just answered. Okay, for a couple of weeks now, this is from Cynthia. I've been asking all my regular YouTube readers about Pompeo's involvement in January 6th and what trouble he is stirring up for the country, but no one selects my question. But today I saw his picture on TV. Looks like he will be answering questions soon. What do you see coming up for him? Well, he's a snake. He will not be hit by this at all. Even though he was sort of part of it, he knew it was cray-cray. I see him backing away somewhat, and he'll answer truthfully, but nah. You know, didn't he write a book or something? He's a snake. That's a nothing burger. He really doesn't, he's not, he'll talk around it where you think he's giving information and he's not. Okay, here we go. Pompeo. Pompeo, he's sitting up in his bed. He's not very well. Interesting. He's got some issues to deal with. You know, they might even threaten him with jail or he may be part of something, but I don't actually see him going to jail. But he's got some bad news coming up too. But he almost treats us like it's a nothing burger. He's just going to say what he heard. That's what I'm seeing, but it's some pretty good information. Hold on, they're talking to me. They're saying that he speaks with forked tongue, but the deciphers will be able to understand the language. So when he's giving information, he's trying to offset with other information, but they're understanding and deciphering his language. I don't know what that means, but anyway, he's a liar. But yeah, he's going to give them something. I can tell you that right now. Where he might be part of this, you know, he might be, what is the word they use? Starts with a C. Anyway, so I just want you to know that he will be testifying. He will tell the truth. This executive privilege thing is not getting him anywhere. That's about ready to get thrown out the door. Okay, so here we go. Are we in for the long haul with inflation? Prices are continuing to climb. So Jill, I want you to know it's gouging. It's got nothing to do with what's really going on. As I just told you, the price for lumber has dropped 50%. The store shelves are stocked, but they're just overcharging just for simple little things. Remember, you can get 2 pet bags of Milano cookies for $3, and now it's $6. So everything, they're price gouging. And they always act like they'll bring it down later, but they don't. So you got to get your flour and butter and fix things yourself. Okay. And meat is just so expensive. But it's going down. I just saw meat, like you can buy chicken way cheaper. Where did I see that at? It wasn't Whole Foods. It wasn't Safeway. Maybe Food Source. I said, wow, that's a good price. And Target actually has some good prices. Okay. Okay, so I asked about inflation. There is a rocket booster from a Chinese launch headed to Earth. Oh yeah, you mean Chinese, not Chinese. Heading to Earth and said to cause great damage over a large area, several miles, I believe, whatever it hits. It's not known where it will hit. This is so scary, irresponsible. I know the government is very mad. I don't see it hitting the United States. They keep doing this without care. This is China's rocket. It had a bunch of stuff on it. I see it hitting like in Africa. Maybe even Asia. And some in the ocean too. Okay, so let me just tell you what I saw. I just saw it hitting a building, so we'll have to keep an eye out. But it seems like this might be in Africa or Asia. Might be India. I see a building, I see a lot of people running around, but the men are wearing those length, long length things. But I don't see the United States. But they're going to be able to come up with more. They're going to tell people, hey, listen, it's heading towards this and that. Okay. I don't know why, but maybe in a little piece hits Arizona. I don't know why, but that's what I just heard. But it's not Armageddon with the United States. And they tell them, listen, not on record. They're telling China all the time, what the F? You don't think that little conversation Biden just had wasn't also about this rocket thing? What the F? And leave Taiwan alone, sucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about Taiwan. China's not doing very good. Okay. Okay, Andrew Yang, Roberta. Well, my son he voted for Andrew. He likes Andrew Yang. Some other politician, both Republican and Democrats, are starting a new party called Ford. They want a party that isn't connected to loyalty to a party, but seeks the truth and policies to help people. Do you see this being successful? Well, I do see it being successful down the road with our younger people, but not right now. Everybody's so stuck on that two-party thing. And but I do see that they will eventually get rid, when this new administration comes in, of the electoral vote, that you only win by popular vote, which is pretty much going to smash out the repubes. So I see that might be a couple of years away. Might be even happening for the 2024. But I see that. I see people pitching a fit. Okay, so yeah, Andrew Yang's thing is going, but it's almost like the Green Party. You know, much ado about nothing. Remember that? What was his name? Ralph Nader? Is he still alive? And everybody, they're blaming him for certain people losing. But yeah, that's what it's like. It's just kind of it's just there. Okay. Okay. You guys are saying such nice things. Will Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico ever become states? And I heard yes so many times. And I feel like that's part of the new administration past 2024. I see 2026. I just heard 2026 might be for Washington, D.C. Puerto Rico might be right about that time, 25. But I've always saw that occurring. But let's look at them trying to get these SCOTUS people to have limited term limits and all that. Let's see how that goes. You know, they're very upset about that. They're very upset about them adding this. Like you can't touch. They did it. You know what? They did it to themselves, just like Trump. He does these crazy things and then he's all mad about people being all upset. Well, you shouldn't have called on people to go up and, march up to Washington and start this trouble. You shouldn't have done it. You cut your nose to spite your face. And that's what this they're already kind of looking around because they are on it. That White House, Shelton, oh my God, he's magnificent. And he's going to make sure that something happens in that SCOTUS. So give me an idea. Can you give me something? Can you give me something? Ooh, 10 of Cups and the Tower. Blow them out of the water. Hell to the yeah. Somebody's going to have to be packing their bags and leaving. Look at this. Where the light will shine, the truth will be shown. That dark money is coming out. We're going to see it. This is the karmic star. So this is like what goes around. God is watching. God, whoever you want to believe in. But there's a powerful, powerful, because you know what I was told when I was kind of watching some of this stuff? See, they'll take it down to the full. They'll make things all new beginning, all new energy with the Supreme Court. But you know, when I was asking sometimes about this stuff when I'd hear on the news, you know, you can't be watching the news too much because they love the scare tactic. They loved, and you know, I love my Rachel Maddow. Loved her. Have you guys noticed after her Monday show, you're feeling real depressed? Oh my God. It's like, oh yeah, I don't feel good. She really lays into the negative. And I love her, but I'm going to stop watching until she can calm down a little bit. My God. So it's just doom and gloom. So anyway, that is not good. Don't forget, I'm going to do a show with Thomas More, The Gentle Way. I just got his other book, Gentle Way too. And the benevolent outcomes. And let me tell you, he told me, he talked to me when I was going through all this drama. And he's the one that said, say it out loud, say the prayer out loud. And I thought, well, that's weird. But I said it out loud and then things just started working. So I guess it works. Well, I shouldn't say I guess it works. It's going to work. The Supreme Court will be totally changed from who they are. They will be enlightened and a brand new, and they will go only by the Constitution. In fact, I don't know where I read this, but they are starting up some committee that's going to review the Supreme Court to make sure they only stick with the Constitution and they're not running off with religious or far right type stuff. They're going to find all kinds of riffraff here. So the turnaround, you guys are asking me, what do you think of the turnaround of Adam Kissinger? Not Adam Kissinger, of Joe Manchin. Let's just take a quick look at that, shall we? Let's just see if there was anybody pointing something in his back. I know his own constituents were writing him, especially after that big flood. Sir, you need to do something about this. I just feel like he felt like he had to do something about this. He was already trying to work with Schumer. Oh God, the Republicans are so mad. They're calling him disloyal, but he's a Democrat, for Christ's sake. Okay, so let's ask, what's going to happen? Why did he turn on a dime? He's not a very upright person. His soul isn't intact, okay? He got threatened by somebody. He got threatened with money. It could be from the oils and you know what? One thing about him, he doesn't like to be threatened. If the Democrats go all cray-cray, you know he just turns his back and does what he wants. He made a decision based on something in his heart that he knew he had to do. So I feel like he really kind of got eyes wide open. Oh, thank you. So there was somebody that came and talked to him, and it was scientists. Schumer talked him into going, and there was these scientists, and they really pointed out some stuff that surprised. They don't want it to be public because people will go cray-cray. Whoa. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my God, I'm sorry, you guys. Holy cow. So some big wigs came to him and talked to him about what's going on with everything with the, the world, because we're going down. It's not going to be Armageddon, the end of the world, but there's a lot of things happening. Adjustment with Mother Earth. She doesn't try to get even. She just adjusts. So I'm going to tell you what I saw. So Schumer is telling him, like the New Yorkian he is, listen, this is going to create this much in jobs. We have these corporations that would be happy to give you blah, blah, blah. or to even build it in York, Virginia. I think he's from Virginia, right? I see him ka-ching. Now I'm so sorry because I thought, oh my God, he's finally doing the right thing. And I do see the oil industry kind of giving him a hard time, but his head turned. So Schumer gave him some sort of promise as far as money's concerned. Isn't that a drag? I'm so sorry to tell you. Because see, there was an offer of funds. So of course he's not going to lose any money. Now his new thing is green earth because because this is going to be a very profitable thing. A lot of people will be making on that money on that. Got it. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's see. I think, Lynn, I answered this. You want to know what happens to Kissinger when he said, not Kissinger, Kinzinger, Adam. What happens to him when he steps down? And I see him writing a book, and I see him being part of something with a company or something. He's still going to be up in the works, and he might even get a position from even the Democrats. But I see him working away, but he's keeping low, because those idiots were mean about his family. Vintage. Linda, who do you feel will be instrumental in bringing about the greatest change in the United States for the better this coming year? I feel women are the ones who will be the ones to do it. Do you agree? Yeah, because the women aren't going to put up with this. The women are going to come out and vote and get us all new peoples in there. Val Demings is going to win too, by the way. And I still feel Stacey Abrams winning. So let's do it, you guys. This is going to be fantastic. And women will. But they're still men, but women will. This is wonderful. Abbott of Texas, and this is from Patty. Abbott of Texas and our electrical providers have passed an excess charges from last year's winter grid failure onto the citizens, causing huge spikes in our electric bills for the next decade. Will they be charged criminally for the corruption? Not only are they going to get charged, that's what's kicking Abbott out the front door. Because you think your regular Joe Blow, who may even like him, starts getting these fat bills, they're going to vote for him? Oh, hell to the no. When Beto comes in, all of this will be reneged. Okay? So don't even worry about it. Charging everybody more money. Hey, listen, the United States. California was pretty brutal with PG&E. They did not, they wanted to pass on all the fires they created onto the customers, and they were like, oh, hell to the no. We did get a little uptick, but not Armageddon, not horrible. So, yeah, I pay, but even with my air running all the time, I'm paying about $200 a month. But on a springy type where I don't need any kind of thing, it's about 20-30 bucks. Some guy came to my door the other day and said, yeah, so we're representing Sun Power, and are you really having an issue with your PG&E? I said, no, I'm not. I'm content. So anyway, but yeah, PG&E, it doesn't work out for them. Will they be criminally charged? Not with Beto in office, but down the road, there'll be an investigation. Yes, I just heard yes. Yes, Emmy just said, do you mention it as check? You guys, checks, California's coming, so come into California and get you a check. But it's for a certain income. And I do see more checks going out, but I see Biden really putting in a good sized check for people who really need it, not anybody that's wealthy. Okay. Janine says, dear Linda, do you guys see a time when greed is replaced by generosity in this culture? Absolutely. You'll always have greedy people, but this whole arena of this life that we're living now with is god awful, because Abraham Lincoln said a house divided cannot stand. Makes you wonder, how can we exist with all this anger, all these people upset? but it's calming down, and then it's going to be a little calmer. And when people are comfortable, they have work, they have the ability to take care of their family, you find a lot of peace. And a lot of the greed will be offset. But they still have greed. I'm sorry, you're still going to have that, but not as interrupting, just people underhandedly, then they catch them and it's all over the news and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, Susan wants to know, will Ron Johnson be voted in November? Absolutely not. I think I saw that earlier. Nope. And don't forget, we're going to do our big November. I'm going to go down the list. My girlfriend's going to give me the list and we're going to be hitting it. Josephine, I hope everything is well with you. Matt Gates said, will he get his comeuppance? I can't believe he's walking around without a care in the world and thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. Absolutely. And there's already news whispers. Apparently Ron DeSantis and Green and Matt Gates, there's stuff coming up. Who are some of my favorite people on Twitter? Bad Company and somebody else. They're saying, wait for it. Wait for it. It's about ready to explode. So don't worry. He's going down. He's going down. Chris, do you see the EU remaining stable? Italy will be having an election in September, and the far-right group Brothers of Italy is running someone named Giorgia Meloni. She is being compared to Marine Le Pen and Mussolini. And if she wins, there's a big concern for the future of Italy. Yeah, I'll take a look. I don't see her winning. But is it an automatic knee jerk that I'm doing? Is it an automatic knee jerk? Her name is Giorgia Meloni. Oh, and then I have to ask something else. Shakira, I guess, is it Italy or Spain's talking about putting her behind bars for 8 years for tax evasion? Let's take a look at her after this. Fortune's fate. No, she's not going to win. Actually, a man's going to win. There's going to be information on her about being kind of a sneak. So yeah, she's not going to be able to win because there's something, her tower is falling. Now let's look at Shakira. So we're talking about putting Shakira in jail. I don't think it's Italy. Maybe it's Spain. Will Shakira end up having, no, I just heard no. She's got money and she'll pay them off. She may be found guilty, but I see a lot of payment, a lot of money coming towards her. Like she'll pay restitution and, you know. I see it, like time served, so I don't know if they'll put her in jail initially, but she's at a distance and her attorneys are dealing with everything till it's comfortable for her to come back. But they'll be watching her like a hawk with this tax thing. I don't know why people, you got to pay your taxes, you guys. They'll get you every time. Okay, so yeah, see, it's some good news. She's heartbroken about all this. She's crossed with the heartbreak. She's laying low. She's being quiet. She's not talking about it. Yeah, there's peace. There's celebration. There's a contract, some sort of marriage of minds, money being handed over. Yeah, she'll be working a lot to make this money, but she's going to pay them. Okay, you guys, so we'll see what happens. Well, listen, I went through as many as I can. I'll probably come back and do a live maybe tomorrow, if you guys don't mind, and maybe finish some more. I love you all. She'll check in with you. Yeah, life is good. So I'm asking for a most benevolent outcome to all the people who watch this show and outside of this show, that you all have peace and well-being and are protected by a force much higher than ourselves. Be calm. Try not to overgo in the fear, because the fear causes the chaos. Love you all. Cheers.